morning and welcome to Gaza Media. My name is Ernest. As announced, today I have very important guests that will be discussing on some of the topics that we have been covering concerning LECUDO and humanitarian services to the internally displaced people in Cameroon, particularly in Chang. And today I will have the privilege to honor two gentlemen who are medical doctors, very highly skilled, advanced professionals who have been trained, that also engage in some other humanitarian activities other than just practicing medicine. So on me here, I have Dr. Palmeri Martin and Dr. Fonkem. Most of you may not have known them, but Dr. Palmeri, if I may, so he's an oncologist. That means he specializes in cancers, treatment, and diagnosis. So we'll be talking to him briefly. And for Dr. Fonkem, many of you from Lebanon and the BLM and Cameroon probably know him more, especially during when late Senator John McCain was diagnosed with cancer. He was the main surgeon there. He's a neurosurgeon of specialty. So I will dive into the conversation proper. And both of you are welcome to Gaza Media.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Okay, Dr. Palmeri, let me start with you. Yeah, can you just briefly maybe outline to our viewer, because probably this is your first time that many may not have known you, the primary objective of healing beyond the horizon and how that mission tied to LECUDO in helping a humanitarian or in carrying out humanitarian services?
Well, thank you. Healing Beyond the Horizons is an organization dedicated to empowering and partnering with Cameroonians with the hopes of improving their health care, providing some public health education, ensuring that Cameroonians have clean water, as well as also trying to address the other healthcare needs of Cameroon. Healing Beyond the Horizons is made up of a small group of very dedicated leaders in healthcare, as well as we have a nice, robust donor base. So we have expertise and resources to help us accomplish our mission. But we find that our goal is to try to reach out to as many people as we can and pull as many people that we can into providing and meeting our mission. And so what we find with LECUDO is it's a larger organization and we share many of the same goals. So our hope is that by working with LECUDO, between their networks and our expertise, that will be a stronger force for good for the people of Cameroon.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Palmeri. It's good to know that. Dr. Ekobe, let me ask you this. I know you have engaged in many of these numerous services. What specifically will you or your team will be engaged on at Chang, precisely at Fianga Polyclinic?
First of all, Mr. Ernest Kumba, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to articulate our vision in working in partnership with LECUDO and the Fianga Clinic in order to bring much needed help to those who have been internally displaced from the BLM and now living in Chang. As Dr. Palmeri said, Healing Beyond the Horizon mission and vision is to bring needed care into the BLM division and the broader community, which is Cameroon. In the last 10 years, we organized multiple mission trips in Cameroon, more specifically in the BLM, where we were able to treat more than 10,000 people over a period of 2 weeks. And the diseases ranges from waterborne diseases, such as diarrhea, cholera, to chronic diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, and even cancer. And from what we learned from treating most of those communities, we quickly discovered that about 40% of those diseases could be preventable. And that is why in the last 6 years, Healing Beyond the Horizon was able to raise money to go to some areas in Lebanon, Le War, to put in some water filtration projects as a way to prevent some of the waterborne diseases from coming back. We are now proud to say that we've been able to contain some very common waterborne diseases because of some of the effort that we embarked on many years ago. And before the civil arrest started in Anglophone Cameroon, we're also in the process of building a brand new medical center in at the Talbichet, which is around Upper Lewa and Bindi region, which is where and the reason for that was because that area did not have a good community center, and we wanted to bring that area or give the citizens of that area a hospital or something where they can call their home and to make it easier for them to travel to either Mary Head of Africa in Vro, or those who cannot, or those who could not go to Mary Head and wanting care closer to not go to Chang or Baosang where they have been going for many years, but to be able to stay within. So that because of those efforts, we felt that one way to continue to build on that would be to partner with the Fiengap Clinic. And last year we signed a memorandum of understanding with the two groups, Fiengap Clinic being a for-profit organization and Healing Beyond the Horizon being a non-for-profit organization, with a goal to continue to deliver that much needed help through that kind of a collaboration. And I'm happy that the Fiengap is working in partnership with Healing Beyond the Horizon to make that happen.
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful analysis, that background knowledge. Dr. Palmeri, let me get back to you, probably, how has the feeling been? I mean, providing this kind of working pro bonus, if I may call it, just working for, saving people's life, beyond the US, where you come from, going right to Africa, that is thousands of miles away. How has it been?
Well, for me, we're all human beings. And when we suffer, the pain is always the same. So whether you're my next door neighbor or you're across the world, if there's anything that I can do to help you or the people of our organization, I think we feel a commitment to help humanity. Wherever they're suffering, wherever people need help. And so whether, it's my next door neighbor or someone in Cameroon I've never met, I feel a dedication to provide care if I can.
Yeah, it was a wonderful pleasure because of time, we would have loved to continue, but I would definitely, probably after the event, the mission, I will get back to you guys to have some feedback.
That sounds great. We'd be happy to join you again.
Okay, Dr. Akowe, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you guys are very busy. At least I thank you for once more for being here.
Thank you.
Wonderful, and thank you.
Okay.